Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this session we are going to continue the stoichiometric part. That is, in the last session we have discussed about the definitions for those physical fundamental quantities, basic fundamental quantities, or you can say basic physical quantities according to SI system. There we defined even all the physical quantities. Okay, now we are going for the other concept of the chapter: mass, weight, volume, okay, density and temperature. Well, in this session what is the topic we are discussing about? It is the mass. Okay, mass, weight, volume, density and temperature. We try to understand these are the properties of a matter. Well well first we consider mass and weight of an object. Yes, what is the topic? First we concentrate on the mass and weight of it. Okay, object. Well, whenever we look these two words, mass and weight, is it prefers, so it looks like same, right? Mass and weight, it looks like same, both are looks like common. In commonly we are going to say mass. In the place of mass we say you weight. At the place of weight we used to call mass. But in actual, or okay, actually they are different from one another. There is a difference between mass and weight. Yes, we try to understand the meaning of actual meaning of mass and weight in this session. Well, what is mass actually? Mass is nothing but mass is a amount of substance. So what is the mass? Mass of a substance is the amount of matter present in it. Mass ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ? It gives the, or it indicates the amount of matter present in it. It indicates the mass. Okay, yes, mass is the amount of matter present in it. But on the other hand, what is weight? Weight is nothing but it is the force exerted by gravity. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು? Weight andre it is the force exerted, or you can say force experienced by an object. The force of gravity experienced by an object, or I can say the force exerted by gravity on an object is going to, okay, give weight of an object. Okay, so I hope you got the actual difference between mass and weight. Mass is nothing but it is the amount of matter present in it gives the mass. Weight is nothing but it is the force exerted by gravity on an object. So when you consider mass of an substance, so amount, nothing but it is the amount of matter. Since that amount of matter remains constant, yes or no, there is no change, no change in the change in it. Amount of matter will be fixed. Therefore we say mass of a substance, whether it varies, it do not varies, it don't vary. Okay, place to place. So mass of an substance will be constant. It's a constant, is not going to vary. Since the amount of matter present in it will be fixed, therefore mass is a fixed quantity. There is no change in the mass. Mass remains constant. But what about weight? Weight is nothing but we are saying it is the force exerted by gravity of an object. Well, here if I consider gravity, or I can say gravitational force. Gravitational force. Yes, we know that gravitational force changes, or I can say that the force of gravity changes from place to place, which means the same object on the surface of a earth is not necessarily have same weight on the surface of a moon, because the gravitational force is different compared to gravitational force of a moon. Okay, the gravitational force of earth is different from gravitational force of a moon. Therefore we say the weight of an object, okay, weight of an object on the surface of a earth is not equal to weight of the same object on the surface of a moon. They are different because weight depends on what? It depends on the gravitational force. If the planet has more gravity, that object is going to show more weight. If the planet has less gravity, then that object is going to exhibit less weight. Means weight of an object depends on what? It depends on the gravitational force of an object. Therefore, we say weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object decides the weight. But what about mass? Mass remains same. Mass, since mass is the amount of matter, so mass remains same. Wherever we go, mass of an object remains same. But what is different? Weight is different. Weight changes, but mass remains same. So it is the difference between mass and weight. So I just repeat the definition of a mass and weight. So what is mass? Mass is the mass of a substance is nothing but it is the amount of matter present in it is called a mass. And what is weight? Weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object is called a weight. Well, now the mass of a substance is constant. What we said, mass of a substance is constant. But what about weight? Whereas its weight may vary from one place to another place due to change in the gravity. So what we are saying, mass remains constant. Mass of an object remains constant, but weight varies from place to place due to change in the gravity. Okay. Well, now if we consider mass of an individual or any object on the earth's surface is remains same. But what about weight? Weight of an object on earth's surface will be different from moon surface. Well, now if we consider SI unit of mass, what is the SI unit? Mass is expressed in terms of kg. So 1 kg is nothing but 1000 gram. Okay. Well, now coming to the next physical quantity, that is volume. Okay, volume is one of the physical quantity of a matter. Yes, what is volume? Yes, volume is one of the physical quantity. And what about its unit? It has a length cube. Okay, volume has a unit of length cube. Length means here how volume is measured is a multiplication of length into, okay, breadth into height. So how we used to say L into B into H, length into breadth into height, which gives the volume of an object. Which means here, what if I consider the unit of volume, it will be length cube. So in SI system, volume has a unit of meter cube. Okay, meter into meter, length, breadth and height. If they are expressed in terms of meter, then what will be the unit? Meter cube. So according to SI system, the unit for volume will be meter cube. So how volume is measured? By multiplying length, breadth and height of an object, it gives the volume. Now further, if we have a smaller volumes are denoted by, what is the unit? Centimeter cube, or I can say even decimeter cube units. Okay, dm cube, decimeter cube unit. Larger volumes are expressed in terms of liters. And what is a common unit, liter, which is not a SI unit but is used for the measurement of volume of a liquids. Usually the volume of liquids are expressed in terms of liter. And what is the conversions here? 1 liter which is equal to 1 decimeter cube, and further which is equal to 1000 ml, or even we can say 1000 centimeter cube. So this conversion is very important. Okay, so 1 liter is equal to 1 decimeter cube, which is equal to 1000 ml or 1000 centimeter cube. All are equal. Okay, well, now coming to the density. So how we are going to define the density? Density is nothing but it is the, okay, ratio of mass to the volume of an object. Or else in another words, what I can say, amount of mass. Amount of mass per unit volume. Amount of mass per unit volume gives the density of an object. So density of a substance is its amount of mass per unit volume. So we say mass to the volume of an object gives its density. Well, what is the SI unit means? A mass is expressed in terms of kg and volume is expressed in terms of meter cube. So kg per meter cube is the SI unit for density. And what is the commonly, how commonly we are going to express the density means, yes, density is expressed in terms of gram per centimeter cube. Say SI unit is kg per meter cube, but most commonly expressed way is the gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now coming to the next one, temperature. I said So temperature is nothing but is the degree of hotness or degree of coldness. So temperature is nothing but it is the measure of degree, degree of hotness or coldness of an object is expressed in terms of temperature. So well, how we are going to measure the temperature means there are three scales by which we are going to measure the temperature of an object. So what are those? Degree Celsius scale, degree Fahrenheit scale and Kelvin scale. Okay, degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit and Kelvin scale. These are the three scales of a temperature. Well here, degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius, they are related to one another by formula. Degree Fahrenheit is equal to, okay, degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32, or else we can rearrange it. So degree Celsius is equal to, okay, 5 by 9, just we are rearranging 5 by 9 bracket of degree Fahrenheit minus 32. Well, so if you rearrange it, it will be 5 by 9 bracket of degree Fahrenheit minus 32, or else you can say degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32 is the formula. Both degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius are related by this formula. So these formulas are very important. Well, and further, even the Kelvin scale and Celsius scale also related to one another by formula. Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273.15. Okay, Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273.15, or else even how we can write degree Celsius is equal to Kelvin temperature minus 273.15. So these relations can be remembered. Well, so if you consider temperature, yes, it is one of the quantity. It gives the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. And further, how temperature is measured means, yes, there are three scales. By using those scales, we are going to measure the temperature of an object. What are those? Degree Celsius scale, degree Fahrenheit scale, and Kelvin scale. And what is the relation between degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius? Degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32. Okay. Well, further what we said, the relation between Kelvin scale and Celsius scale. What is the relation? Kelvin is equal to degree Celsius plus 273.15. Okay. Well, now we consider the MCQs. Question: what is the unit for luminous intensity? Yes, in the last session itself we have considered the unit for luminous intensity. Yes, what is that? Candela. Yes, G for gram, mg milligram. Okay, CD candela, and this last option all. Yes, what is the unit for luminous intensity? Yes, it's one of the physical quantity and is expressed in terms of candela. So CD. 1 liter, which is equal to option A 1000 ml, option B 1000 centimeter cube, option C 1 decimeter cube, and option D R. Yes, 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml is true, 1000 centimeter it is also correct, 1 decimeter cube it is also correct. Then what would be the answer? D. All are true. Okay, well, next one, which is correct statement? We have to look for the statement and we have to consider correct statement out of this. First one, degree Fahrenheit is equal to 5 by 9 into degree Celsius plus 32. Second option, degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32. Third option, degree Fahrenheit is equal to, okay, 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 23. And the fourth option, degree Fahrenheit is equal to 5 by 9 into degree Celsius plus 23. Yes, what is the correct relation here? Yes, it is the degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32 is the correct. Well, with this, I'm going to conclude about this session. Again, in the next session, we go for other chapter. Well, thank you. Be safe.
Yeah.